scientific calculator app available operation. In this scientific calculator application, we have the three functions mainly. The first is about the memory function, and you see in this one the memory function, and the next is about the basic calculation, is about the adding, subtracting, or division, and finally we have about the scientific or science calculation, such as sine, cosine, logarithm, or the factorial calculation. And finally we also have the exit button in here. If you want to exit, you just put in exit and the program will stop. But first, to test the program, will use something. For example, I put 3 like this. The program will say invalid operation. Try again, because you have to put a sign only. For example, minus or plus only, not the number. So the program will say, let's try again. For example, I want to make adding. I put minus 12 and 12. So now you see that the result will be displayed in this statement. 12 plus 12 is equal 24. And for example, I put minus. I have 55 and with the minus 22.5. So you see that the 25 minus 22.5 just left only 32.5. And in this case, if I want to use the memory function, I just put m plus. So now you show that add 22.5 to memory, so memory equal 32.5. If I want to create a memory, I just put MC. So we're going to say the memory clear. So now I want to call the memory, I just say MR. So the memory will show that memory we call 0, right? So I will do the next about the multiplication. And division. Okay, so the next I want to do the x, that is 5 1 divide x right minus next x over 2 divide x over 3 next x over y next x over 1 minus y okay, so that's sine 30 cos 60 tan 45 sine h 30 cosine h 45 Next, locally base E simple factorial simple 5 and locally base 10 and export. And the last one, square root. Okay. So now we easy, just put easy. So now down the program say calculator close. Hello guys, today we are going to create the scientific calculation app. So to do that, the first we are going to declare the variable that we are used in this program. So the first we are consider about memory section. So memory section. So for the memory section, we will declare the variable double memory with value 0. And this one will store memory value, right? So store memory value. And then next, you talk about last result. Zero. And this is about store last calculation result. Store last calculation result. And the next we are going to talk about operation section. Operation section. You have the number, first number, right? So double 1. And for number 1 is mean to get first calculation number from user. So to get first calculation number from user, and then you have the num2. This one mean to get second calculation number from user. This means that the user will put first number and then the second number. If you do calculation, you have two numbers, right? So then when you calculation, you get first number, second number, then the next should be the result, right? So we also declare the result. This one is 0. This is the result calculation. Is the result calculation from number 1 and number 2. And the next, you talk about the operation, which means that the user will put, right, for example, adding, subtracting, or multiplication. So we set string, this one to be string or p, and this one will be to get the side operation, to get the side operation from user. And for example, plus, minus, multiplication, division, and so on, like this. So now we finish for the variable declaration. So the next we are going to write about the detail of the app. So in here we say app start, like this. So for the app we have to use the while loop, so we can repeat many times, right? Say while, and in here true, right? True, like this. So here we can write something in app start, like this. So inside the while loop we write about the detail of the program. So to do that, we have first we have to show the information that what is about this program to the user, right? So that they can know what is about this app or application. So console, right, this one. So the first I will show up that what is about this. So I can copy this one and here like scientific calculator app, like this. Scientific calculator app application. So then we will write about the detail, right? Console write. Here we have available operation. Available operation. So what? We write about in here we will talk about the memory section. So we have M, which means M plus, right, and then M R is about recall memory, and MC is mean clear memory, like this. So then we have another function, right? So I just copy this one and we'll talk about the operation. So we have plus, right, minus, multiplication, and division. So after that you also have another form. This one you talk about 10 over x, that is, and then 1 divide x, then x power 2, then x power 3, then x power y, then x power 1 divides y, that is. And the next operation, we talk about sin, right? Sine, cos, tan, and sin, cos, tan, and then you have another function. You say logarit, right? We have logarit base e, and then we have the factorial x, the logarit base 10. We have the x bar, and we have the square root, and then we exist the system. So in basic, the scientific calculation you have around this function, but we have to make this to be clearly and look easily. So to do that, you use this one. We have to adjust a little bit, and use this one. So also, okay. The next we will do this one, right? Okay, so now it seems to be clear, but we need to put something to make it more clear. So I put this one. Just copy this one and paste. Copy this one and paste. Okay, I think we need more. So you have to check this one then. Is the same or not, right? No, this one should be like this. Okay, now CMV finish. So now we are going to create another one. This is about we show about the function to the user. So after we show, we have to ask the user to put the operation. So the next we are going to show the command like console. Right, this one. So I say enter operation, right? Enter operation. So you ask the user. So after that, when you ask the user, you have to get the value. So to get that, we use the operation op, which means operation. So here we say op equal console.readWrite read line, and in here we say to dot to lower to lower, because when the user put, they will put the capital letter or the lower letter, right? So we need only the low letter. Even they put the capital letter, we should change to be the lower letter. So we use this statement, and then the next we have to separate, right? Separate. So before separate, we need to know that if the user want to exit the system, we can use another RAM. So the first we say exit the system, right? We say exit the system when user finish operation this. So to do that, we use if statement, right? op equal exit, right? That is. So we have to show that the calculator is closed. So I just say console right this one, and inside here we say calculator close, calculator close, that is, and we enter. But to stop the application, we have to start the while loop. So to exit the while loop, we use the break statement. So now we finish for the exit the system or exit the program. So the next we'll consider about the memory function. So we go next. It's about memory function. So for the memory function, we will have the MR, right, and MC and M plus. So we say if, let this OP equal, inside here we say MR. MR is the main recall memory. So the main recall memory we use console dot write this one, and we say memory recall. Memory recall. Here we write memory, right? Memory, this, and then we enter new line like this. So after that we have to continue, right? We not start, so we say continue like this, and after that we talk about the clear memory case. So I say else if OP equal MC is memory, then we talk about change the value, right? Memory to be 0, because MC is mean clear memory, so this means we need to reset the value of the memory. So now we have to tell the user, so console dot write in here. So after that is the memory clear like this. Memory clear like this, and then we have to tell the program to continue. So we finish for recall memory and clear memory. So the next we are talk about the adding the memory, right? So say else if OP equal M plus like this. So after that you say memory plus last result, right? Last result like this. So now we have to tell the user, so we say console dot write. So here we say add last result to memory. To memory. So we say memory so after that we say console write So here we say memory is equal. So we show to the user that how much is the memory right now. So in here we put like this, and sometimes maybe we have to enter the new line. So after that we have to tell the program to continue this. Okay, so now we finish for the memory function. We have already core memory and clear memory and add the value to the memory. So the next we will consider about the operation. So we have to go here. For the operation, we will have the one parameter operation and two parameter operation. So the first we are going to talk about the one parameter operation. So here I say one parameter operation like this. So for this one, we'll for the one parameter operation, we will have the function like sine, cosine, tan, and sine, cosine, tan, and then you have like 10 power x 1 multiply x and x power 2 x power 3, and then the square root log and export and factor and log base e. So now this about the one parameter, because when you put the value you put only one. For example, sine, just put the degree, 30 degree or 40 degree only. And so now we have to use the if statement to separate each one, right? So we have op equal sine like this, or op equal cos sine, op equal tan, right? Like this. So we have another one like H H H, and then this one. So after that we have 10, right? 10 multiply x one minus x, then x power 2 x power 3 so after that you have another, just copy this one, enter, and a square, right? Square root, then log 10 base, then export okay. So after that you have another line, x vector log e base, and then op, because I just stop this. So that is okay. So we have to change this one to be look easy, right? So you see that we finish for the function, the condition in the if statement. So the next we are going to write about the detail, right? So that we ask the user to put the number. So we say console dot write, and in here say enter number like this. So after that, we will get the number, so we call number one equal convert dot to double, and here console dot read line like this. So after that, after we get the value, we have to separate that what kind of that value, for example factorial calculation or sine cosine. So to do that, we have to enter and we say the kind of operation, right? So the kind of operation for one parameter. So we use the switch, right? We use the switch. It's OP. Oh no, it's OP, and then you go in here. Just right here, and copy this one. Okay. And we have to write something about this. And copy this one. It's about one parameter operation. Pass in here. So now inside the switch, we write about the case, right? So we separate case by case. So we have the case one. Case one, we talk about sine. And break this. So for inside here, we calculate, right? For the side, when they put the degree, we have to calculate. So in here, we use result equal math dot sine like this, and in here we have the num1 and multiply math dot pi and divide by 130 like this. Okay, so after that, after we calculate, we have to show, right? We have to show the result of calculation. So in here, I will use the method to show. So for example, I use the name show result, and here I say one parameter and I will say everything side, then num1, then result, like this. So this method is has the error because we haven't write the detail of the method yet, so we will let it be like it first. So the next we are going to create about the cosine term, right? So in that case we just change a little bit, so I just copy this one, so I copy this one and paste here. So now I change this to be cos, and this should change this one cos like this, and this one should be cos y. And the next is about tangent. Should delete this one, should it be tang, and here also be tang. The next about side again, right? But now we change this one to be h, and this one h, next cosine, change cos, next about tan, this one h, this should be tan like this, and this one also change to be tan h. So after that, if you go to another function, the next we talk about the case, for example in here it will be 10 power x like this. Break. In here we say result, right? Result equal math dot power this one. So in here we just say 10, then num number 1. Okay, so after that, this one we also use the parameter, this parameter, these are method. So then to show that we use this one. So here I change this to be 10 power x and num 1 number 1 and result. So the next we'll talk about case 1 divided x and break. So inside here we are write if num1 equal 0, like this. So in that case we say console.write error, right? Because it cannot divide. Error division by 0. Division by 0. And then we say we enter new line, and then we say continue to the program continue, but else this means we calculate, right? So we say result equal 1 multiplied x, like this. But here it should be 1 number 1, and then we write console.write right. So say 1 multiply num1 equal result, like this. So here okay. So after that we are going to create another function. So the next we'll talk about case x power 2 break. For this case we say result equal math.power so we have num 1 and 2 only this. So this case is very similar. Console.write we say num 1 power 2 equal result, like this. Okay. So the next we are going to talk about 3, right? So for the power of 3 is very similar, so I just copy this one and paste. For 3, just change this one to be 3 and change this one to be 3, then this one to be 3, like this. And then next we'll talk about the square, right? one should be square root. So format equal, this one we have to change to be square like this, and inside here we say number 1 like this. So after that we have to show this one. We use the method to display, so choose this one, copy this one, so say square, change square root. Okay, so the next we talk about the logarit base 10. Okay, so, log 10 and break like this. After that you say if num1 less than equal 0, then we show that so that this error, right? Console to write error. You say error log 10 undefined 4 define 4 less than 0, right? Enter like this, and then we say continue. Okay, so after that we will calculate. So to calculate that we use a result equal map. Now add dot base 10 like this, and say num1 so after that to show the result I will use this one, this method. Some cases we don't use this method because it has the different formats or the special format to display, so we cannot use that. The method show result one parameter, but almost the case use this one, log like this, right? So the next we'll talk about export. Case export break, then we say result equal map.export and in here we say num1 this, and then show the result. This one also use this one. So export like this. Next we talk about I put this one. Next talk about the factorial calculation case. X factor if this one num1 less than 0, right? Or num1 different. This means it's not minus, right? So we say map dot for this one num1. So in case like this, we say we to tell this right console dot write we say error. What kind of error? Factorial only for non negative, right? Factorial only for non negative. Enter integer like this. So then we enter new line and then we say continue. After that else we calculate, right? If the value is greater than minus, right? So result equal factorial factorial. This is about the method, right? So we create a method like this. So here I say n and num1 like this, and then the method factorial has the error now because we haven't created the detail yet, so it still have the look like of error. Then we show console dot write. This one we say num1 factor equal result. Enter new line like this. So now we finish for the factorial, but the method not finished yet, so we will create it later. The next we are going to create about the locally based E. Break. So for the locally based E we have if that is num less than equal 0. Then we show the error. So I say console dot write set error in undefined for less than 0. Like this. Then we say continue. Else we will calculate, right? So here we say result equal math dot this one now this, and then so to show the result you use the this method, right? This method that is and then we okay, the next we are going to, so now it seems that we finished for the function that we need. Okay, just go back here. Okay. So now we are going to create for the next. The next we are going to create about the two parameter operation. So to do that, we just continue from this one. Just continue from this one. And here we say two parameters operation. Two parameter operation. So for the two, we have the plus, right, minus, and x over y, then x over 1 dy y. I have this one. Just copy. Okay. this one up is about two parameters operation. So now we use the else if. So in here we say OP equal plus or OP equal minus or OP equal multiplication or OP equal division, and then you enter OP equal x over y. OP equal x over 1 minus y. Okay, so now we are going to create about the detail of our two parameter operation. So the first, you ask the user to enter console right enter first number. This one, so num1 equal convert to double console read write. And it is similarity. We also do to the number 2. So just copy this one. We change this one to be num 2. Second number. So the next we will separate the kind of operation. I use the suite kind of operation. Kind of operation for kind of operation for two parameter, two parameter. Use switch OP is. So now we have the case 1, plus, and plus we have to add the two number, right? Result equal num1 plus num2, that is, and after that we have to show. In here I will use the method to show the result. I should show result is just a two parameter say num1, then num2, then result, then the side, right, plus this. Okay, so we are going to create the similarity for the minus. Just copy this one. Change this to be minus, and this to be minus, this to be minus. Okay, so the next is multiplication. Change this one to be multiplication, multiplication. The next division, 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 division. But for the division is just different when the number 2 is 0, right? So in the case should be error. So here we have to write something. If num2 equal 0, then you write error, right, console dot write error cannot divide by 0. Enter new line. We say continue, right? This, else we do the calculation. So the next case we'll talk about x power y, like this. Result equal map dot power, and here is the num1, then num2, like this, and this one we use the parameter here. To show the result, just we say none 1 none 2 result, and this should be like this. Break this. It's about x power 1 divide y. So here we use result equal math dot power num 1 2, but here we use like this. Okay, so after that we have to show the answer. Use the method show result to parameter. Here we change this to be like this. Okay, so now is n. And what is my kind of operation for 2 parameter. So that we have to write in the case that invalid operation. So that's you write up invalid operation. Is else that is console invalid operation. Okay, and then last result equal result like this. So to operation. So now we are going to create about the method that you be used that we already create, right? So the first we are going to create about the method that are outside here. Outside here, and I create this, say statics void and show result one parameter, and here we say string op, then double num1, for example 1 and then double result one like this. Okay, so you say method, this one, and this. So let's check that the show result one parameter inside the main method clear or not yet. Not yet, right? Show result. So we just copy this one to be the copy this one and pass in here. Okay. So now let's see what happened. Okay, so you see that no, right? Okay, no error. No error. So you see that okay. So we have a string operation double num11 double result 11, and so inside here we write about the detail. So we just write our console dot right here. So just say this one op and then num 1 okay, pass in here, just write equal so 1 like this, and select n to enter new line. Okay, now we finish for the method for one show method, show a result for one parameter. So the next we are going to create the method name. Just copy for the two parameters. So I go here and we just copy this one, this name. So just pass here and say static void right. So here we have double num 1 then double num 2 then we have double for result 2 then we also have the string. I have a string for op 2 that is going here, and here we say n this one. This. So let's check that the show result to parameter error still has or not in the main method, right? 2 okay, no error, right? You see this show result to parameter, no error anymore. So okay, it's really okay. So you just go to here and create a detail. So here we will have console, right? Now 1 and then op 2 then now 2 and then equal result 2 that is, and then we just enter new line that is. So now we finish for the method show result to parameter. Next we are going to create the method factorial, right? So we go here, we say method factorial Factorial. Static double. Just copy method name, right? This one. Copy this one. So we put here. And this. So in here we say and this one. Method like this. So inside here we say double result equal from, then we use the for loop. Integer I equal to, then I must less than equal n, and I plus, then rest I like this. So after that we have to return, right? So just return rest like this. So now we end for the method Factorial. Okay. So it seems that we finished the program. So just check that is this okay or not. Any error? So let's check together. So it seems that no error, right? So now let's run our program to see what will happen. So just Ctrl F5 on the keyboard. So now you see that the result will be as you see in here. So let's try our program. So it's a scientific calculator app available operation M plus MRMC, right? So this is the enter operation. For example, I just put 3. So the program will say enter operation 33, so invalid operation. Try again. So now I try again. So I want to adding, push 22. So you see that the result will be 44 like this. So the next, if I want to try minus 0.3 to 5, so you show that like this. And try another function. With the next, I will to try the 10 and power x, and I say 5, because you see that the result will be like this one. So next I say x power y 12 3 this out this one, and the next I will try the sine. So I put 30. This is the sine 30 equals 0. This one. Let's try cosine x 30. So that cosine 30 will be this one. The next I will try the vector, this one. For example, I put 9. Okay, so the vector on 9 is 45. Try logarit of 100 is 2, right? So log n 3 1 point, right? So the next I will try the square root. For example, 45 square root of 45 is 6 point, right? So the next, for example, I want to use the memory function. I just plus m, wrong, right? Let's say m plus. So the program say add 6 point, right, to memory. So memory equals 6.7. That is something. So I want to create, I put mc to say memory clear, and I want to recall as m or, so let's say memory recall 0. So now if I want to exit the system, just put exit. So the program is say calculate the close